Hello, everyone. I'm really happy about being chosen to give a speech today about Black History Month. As we all know, Black History Month is an honorary celebration to celebrate the contributions of African Americans and their importance to U.S. history. Black History Month originally began as a week and was originally called Negro History Week, created in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson, and became a month-long celebration that same year. Carter G. Woodson was a noted African-American historian, scholar, educator, and publisher, and is more famously known as the father of Black history. He was the second African-American to receive a doctorate from Harvard University after W.E.B. Du Bois. Oftentimes, we recognize more prominent figures like Martin Luther King Jr., who is famous for his I Had a Dream speech, Rosa Parks, who sparked the famous Montgomery bus boycott, Malcolm X, and Harriet Tubman. But there are many others that should also be recognized during this month of tribute, people who have just as great of accomplishments as well. Shirley Chisholm, the first African-American woman to be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, Jack Johnson, who was the first African-American to hold the World Heavyweight Champion boxing title in 1908, John Mercer Langston, who was the first African-American man to become a lawyer when he passed the bar in Ohio in 1854, and then became one of the first African-Americans ever to be elected into public office in 1855. George Washington Carver, who was an eminent scientist and developed 300 derivative products from peanuts, along with cheese, milk, coffee, flour, ink, dyes, plastics, wood stains, soap, linoleum, medicinal oils, and cosmetics. Along with great people, we also recognize African-American-based organizations like the NAACP, who on February 12th of 2019 marked its 110th anniversary. The NAACP was spurred due to the growing racial violence in the early 20th century, particularly by 1908 race riots in Springfield, Illinois. Black History Month isn't just a month where we celebrate specific African Americans in history, but where we celebrate all African Americans who've contributed to history and who've made an impact on lives and still are. We're celebrating all accomplishments of African Americans all around that before in the past they would have not been allowed to do. Thank you.